Hey riders! Guess who? Just little old me calling here. Colin over at Inside Cycling World. Welcome to Team Belgium Mellow Monday in Oman. Doing a little bit of a race ride here today, folks. This is all just to get the challenge done. I think we're going to try to ride at a relatively cruisy pace. But you know, obviously we're going to have some racers. We've got 300 meters of climbing to do. Let me just make sure everything's working good here. Sometimes I start streaming and I'm not really streaming, but I'm live, folks. You know what I want to do too? I'm going to record this video. I should have been recording it already. That's just in case things explode on me. You might be able to tell here too, I've changed the camera a bit, so I'm actually on my better camera. It's just a matter of getting the right angle. So the camera I usually use when I'm riding is just like a little clip-on camera. Great for what you're using it for. Just over 2.5 minutes to go here, riders. And then I have one that's like a full tripod. Looks like a full production camera. Way better picture, but just, I guess because you gotta think it's on the tripod, right? It's hard to position it exactly where I want it. So it's kind of off to the side. I can't put it, like Joey Jojo says, well, why can't you put it, because there's a wall. I can't make it go any more that way. So she doesn't even know what I do down here in the 10x10 cube of glory and brutal workouts. Had a fun one yesterday. I hope you guys caught it. Well, you wouldn't have, I didn't stream it, but I'm doing some long Saturday, Sunday rides again. So yesterday I did, Indian Wells, Salton Sea, really flat, but it was 89K long, so a little bit of work. 2 riders I did know that showed up. It's a good way to meet new riders. The only 2 I knew there, and I think there's only 10 of us, 11 maybe. I think there was a bunch more that signed up but didn't bite the bullet and go for it. Don Mateo was there and P Beam. So basically P Beam worked with me about the first 10-15 kilometers, and then those guys took off, and then I was just kind of doing my own thing with about 4 or 5 riders behind me, all the way from, like, say kilometer 15, let's just say 15, all the way to about kilometer 80, maybe high 70s. And then there was 2 dudes. I'm going to point him out. Connor G, he was level 9. He came forward and started pulling with me. And also Stefan ZEM. Cool thing was he was decked out in Team GRC gear. Never seen him before in my life. Both those dudes came up front because I was getting a little bit, I've been pulling for like 70 kilometers. 65 kilometers, something like that. Let me get in the app here, riders. Let me just check the YouTube chat one more time. Yeah, Chain Breakers in the mix. Joe Myers here. Hey, Joe. Joe, I will have my video out soon with my jersey. Okay, I'm going to get in here, folks. Not sure about the fan sounds. I think you guys can actually see my mic. Let me know if you can see my mic. Pretty well, maybe you can't now. Put the camera's up high now. So let's go, folks. I think Ruben talked about riding at 2.3 or something. That'll quickly go out the window, I think. We're gonna have a race group and a chill group and a fun group. Let's get it, folks. See Roger Trainers right here. Chris Dark in the mix. Yes, Chris, so good to see you. So good to see you, dude. Chris Dark, long time supporter of my channel, folks. Long time support. I think we'll see some new names here as well. So the weather's breaking, folks. No more minus 20 for minus 15, minus 20 daytime highs. I think it's minus 4 right now. So the weather just broke. Kudos all around for everyone. So the weather broke, so tons of work. I feel like I'm too far off camera. My dude is like almost off the screen here. See that? All you can see is my skull. Whoa, look at that dude. Torres 73. I've heard talk about Torres 73 before. So yeah, I just happened to have the kudos on. When I did the group ride yesterday, I turned it on. Usually I don't have it on. Actually, where's Ruben here? No idea. So we got a nice false flatty drag here. Okay, yeah, so my excitement of the day. So you know I got the 2 litters of pigs outside. Keeping them warm at minus 20. Lots of straw. Lots of food, lots of hot water. Like, you gotta realize at minus 20, hot water, it freezes. So I have to haul water all the time, and they're thirsty little dudes. So I'm out there all the time. And I've had the fire going for at least the last 6 days. No cleanouts, nothing. Okay, so they're right here, okay. Sorry guys, you can see how far my dude is off camera here. I think the way this one was filmed, I might have to change it. I think I got it on near. Maybe I'll put it to middle once I get caught up. So let me make a bit of an effort to get back on. Yeah, like this, I think someone said the camera angles are quite high on this one. Okay, let's get in there. Drafting good. Great. Perfecto. Here's Ruben. So Ruben's the organizer of all these events, folks. Perfect time for this, Ruben. Gonna try to fix my camera on the fly. Settings, camera, near. I'm gonna go near, middle. There we go. That's better for the angle we're at. But yeah, nearby we got Roger, Chris Dark, Rubu. All people I know really well. Roger being the OG. No, Roger like 3.5 years now. Founding member of Team GRC way back in the day. Okay, we're back on. Camera's good. So I go outside this morning, got the foods, hot water. I carry a 5-gallon jug back and forward just to easily give it out. Rob 2520. Give him a little kudos. There was a bunch of like, I don't know, partridge maybe, pheasants. You know the birds when you walk, they scare the crap out of you when they all flap up into the sky? they're living in my driveway. And so there was a couple that went over towards like my hot tub area, you know, where you soak your legs after a ride. I'm like, yep, fire's going. I got closer to my barn. I'm like, it's a pretty smelly fire. I walked in my barn, smoke everywhere. Smoke everywhere. Kind of went, nah, I didn't panic. But just kind of like jumping the steps. It was still cold this morning, about minus 18. And like I said, I'm hauling a big jug of water with me. I go out there. There's 2 heat lamps, 2 of those red bulbs, just replaced them on Friday. 21 bucks a crack. Well, one of the heat lamps has been dragged onto the ground. That's probably, oh, I don't know, 8 to 10 inches deep of dry straw. I guess the only thing that probably saved me is that I'm in and out of there so much. And I'm kind of clunking around through the yard. We've had snow on the ground since November. It hasn't left. So it's not like, I know I give you guys a hard time in the UK and the Netherlands when you get your snow and then it's gone by lunchtime. Like, are you kidding me? You don't even know. That's the same as Victoria where my mom lives. She'll call me up telling me how terrible the roads are. I'm like, Mom, it'll be gone. So this snow we've had since late October, early November. And it's just kind of building. But yeah, warm spells, cold spells, it's all the same. So like I said, I've been trudging around in the snow so much, I have little walking paths that every time I go in there, I'm dragging snow in. So most of the straw is probably just the slightest bit damp. Not ideal for the pigs, unless you refresh their straw every day, which I don't do. Probably every couple days I throw those some more. But it probably stopped that whole barn from going up in flames. But it was like over about a 6-7 foot area, all smoldering straw, black, lots of ash. Like I said, I was hauling hot water for the critters. So there was the fireman doing his thing. That could have been a disaster today. Especially because the pigs are locked up in that area. They got nowhere to go. They would have all been fried. Fried bacon, folks. Fried bacon. I don't think Joey would have eaten it. What's this guy doing on the wrong side of the road here? See that? Oh, he just left the grocery store over here on the right. And he spilled his Slurpee in between his legs as he was pulling out. So yeah, after that, I got the water on them. I took 4 more jugs out there of water. You know, what is it, 20 gallons maybe. Got it all out. Then I was feeding them, and probably the littlest pig had decided to kind of like lay right where the fire was. Probably because the ground was so warm from it just kind of like simmering away all night. Pigs. So when I went out there, heat lamp is in a big heat shield, right? A big half circle, a dome. That was laying on the ground, buried in the straw. The pigs had actually squished it right down. Like they'd been laying right on it. And the red bulb, like I said, 21 bucks I bought on Friday. It's not red anymore. It's a clear bulb now. So I don't even know what those red bulbs do. It's like the heat almost cooked it off. The red film, I guess. So does that red bulb actually do anything different? What do you guys think? I think it's scam. Total scam. So yeah, we're in Oman. Country located right beside UAE. At the end of, I guess you could probably call it the Saudi Peninsula there. Really neat country. Very desert-ish. And a ton of mountains, which I didn't know anything about. I did a flight sim video with Steven Cycles on the Jebel Jace. I think they say more Yebel, but I say Jebel. I'm Canadian, so I get away with it. More great news in Canada too, folks. Doofus is out. Or Doofus finally got the point, folks. Get out, we don't want you. Let's go back to climbing. So yeah, we did a Jebel Jace video. Flight sim that, short one. Highest point in the UAE. The actual peak of the Jebel Jace is in Oman. You can't get to it. I'm not sure how friendly these countries are to each other. But yeah, Oman is actually separated into three parts. The main Oman on the south edge of the peninsula. Then there's almost like a little province city, smack dab in the middle. No access to water. Sorry, the ocean, anyways. Completely surrounded by the UAE. And then you go further north, right up into the heart of the mountains. And there's another enclave of Oman up there. You'd be overlooking the Straits of Hormuz there. Pretty strategic part of the world, I think. So yeah, I learned a lot just doing that one video. Haven't ridden it yet. We're gonna ride it. If anyone wants to join us. Different platform, but it's free to ride, right? So me and Steven are doing all those together. Steven's my bro. He's always talking to me, reaching out to me, and I love it. I have been riding, but kind of all over the place. Probably going to be back on Rouvy a little bit more, doing some race coverage. Lots of names here. Look at R. Lyons, Kenny Fraser, Rob, who just gave me some kudos. OG, there's Steven Cycles. He's 300 meters ahead of us. Chikama. Let's check the chat out. See what's going on. Hopefully I don't get dropped here. Oh, Tootin is Chainbreaker? Really? Chainbreaker, are you Tootin? Let me know. Joe, hey guys, just so you know, Joe popped in here. I don't think he'll be here anymore, but in the pipe, 5x5. That's right, Joe. Joe's actually 3rd overall in the Echelon Race Series right now over on my whoosh. In B category. Really great racing. I love doing those races. All in support of Project Echelon, who assist disabled veterans. So that's what I'm doing on my fun time, folks. Penelope asked, what is your Rouvy name, Chainbreaker? And Chainbreaker responds, Tootin. I didn't know it was Tootin. So Chainbreaker's always riding outside. I used to, dude, like, I used to thrive in the cold, like, I was outside yesterday thinking, what's the coldest temperature I've ever slept in? Outside, by myself, pretty much, no protection. I slept at about minus 43, minus 44 Celsius, at a dog sled race in northern Saskatchewan, Canada. Just outside of La Ronge. Look up La Ronge on a map. It's kind of like the end of the line. So I was doing a dog sled race there. I think I pulled, oh, I remember it very well too. I stopped at the first checkpoint for 4 hours. Then it was like only 2.5 hours to the next checkpoint. Wanted to go, but I couldn't get my truck started or the heat working in the truck. So I was kind of messing around there trying to figure it out. Luckily, because I didn't want to leave my girlfriend there at the time. You know, oh sorry, you got no heat. It's minus 44. Yeah, Chainbreaker likes to stay warm. Who doesn't? Ruben's saying we are back. I better see what's going on here. There's Chris again. Looks like cedar, but maybe it's cheddar. Tuna Tornado, Alex Full. They're all here, folks. Thanks for showing up, guys. Thanks for supporting Ruben's ride. Team Belgium. Getting some challenges done on a different day of the week. Oh, look at all the GRC here. Stunning. So yeah, eventually the military guys were there at the checkpoint. So when you do a dog sled race, you have checkpoints to go to. You don't have to stay in them. You got to sign in, sign out. They check your sled bag to make sure you have required equipment, which in that case would have been like a sleeping bag, an axe, snowshoes, minimum 1 day's food for yourself, probably 2 days food for the dogs. They treat the dogs better than the dog musher. And I left because the military guys got it going. Can't remember how. I think the heater just didn't want to engage at that temperature. I left that checkpoint, I don't know, 3 in the morning, pitch black, lost my team within the first mile. Yeah, horrifying. So there you are. And the stupid thing is every time you use your dog team, you try to run after them. Good luck. Good luck. It's just panic sets in because you're like, what's going to happen to them? Luckily, you know, ran. I'm in heavy winter gear. Remember, it's more than minus 40 Celsius outside. So you can't even move fast. Walking down the trail, there they were just parked waiting for me. I don't know why, but they were. Moving along here, boys, moving along. Got the team going again. I don't know, maybe an hour later or so. It's kind of out of it, just with the middle of the night. So hook the dogs down, throw some straw out for them, feed them. Always feed your dogs first. So they got straw to lay on. You basically got to set your hooks in the back because they'll just want to go. You undo their tugs. We'll have a tug line to a harness. You know, it clips on right at the tail. Undo those. Then they live like on their neckline, which is probably like a 12, 14-inch long piece that attaches them to the gang line. Then they don't have as much pulling power. Just make sure they don't chew through those necklines. And then they're gone. First drink, folks. Not good. Yeah, sorry folks, I thought it started at 10:30, so I put the stream to start at 10:25. There's no way to go back in and change that. I can change everything else but the start time. So I was kind of like, ugh, more stress. But here we are. Here we are. I'm over on the far left here, just riding the center line. Kenny Fraser just popped in. So did Cheddar, as we're going to call him. Ciclista Carlo, good to see you, Chuck. I'm glad he's out here. I know it's been a while. The last month or so, I've been just kind of like, I don't know, wondering what the direction of the channel is. We'll see, right? New Year, I'll be really cheesy. New year, new me. New year, new me. I hate when people say that. So, we climbed 100 meters so far, almost. We'll probably be done like 150 anyways. Maybe 200. Ah, there's a bump in the middle too. And then a bump at the final split, but whatever. That's easy for us. Got Alex on my left shoulder here. Looking good, Alex. So strong these days. OG over on the right. Tuna Tornado. Got Rob coming up here. So yeah, when I did hunker down with my dogs, probably took a break too early, but I didn't know. This is one of my stories when I keep saying back of the packers. I was a back of the packer. Mid-pack, back of the pack. You don't know what to do at 3 o'clock in the morning. How do I take care? Oh, I don't know. I think I fed the hot dog, sorry, fed the dog some hot dogs and fish. I had like a little thermos of barely lukewarm soup, meatball stew or something. Go into your sled bag and kind of pray you don't freeze to death. And that's what I did. You don't really sleep much at those temperatures. You're kind of always waking up like, huh? And then you just keep going. Do I want to do it anymore? Nope. I saw my friends live streaming yesterday on Facebook. Dog races up in Saskatchewan that I've been to. Really cool to watch, but I don't know, it's a lot of work. So we got 2 groups here now. Roger's in the group ahead of us. I'm with Alex and Tuna, Kenny Fraser, Rouvy. I think Rouvy wants to connect back up with those guys, so we better work a bit harder. Get a bigger draft bubble going. The draft dome. Still stretching out here. Okay guys, let me know in the comments what you got for Christmas, what'd you do for New Year's. I think I've said all mine already. Biggest thing, Stream Deck. Haven't even used it. It looks really cool though. Just everything takes so much time. We're still climbing, folks. 1.5%, 2% all the way. Okay. Ragnar saying he's missing the ride. The Ruben's ride. No excuses. Got the phone ringing here. Everything's going off today, folks. So yeah, that was the big issue today, the pigs. I came back and I just looked at Joey. I'm like, can we just like breed puppies? Can we like raise puppies or something? Because I know how to do that. I ran dogs from 97 to 2018. I was constantly raising litters of pups, breeding dogs, picking out traits I wanted. Lots of puppies. Keeping them alive at -40. That's a job. They actually stay pretty warm. Depends on the coat of the dog. Especially at the end, I was running sprint dogs. I can post a picture if you're interested. They have like no coat. Think of like an English short-haired pointer, an ESP, or a GSP. That's what wins sprint dog world, not Huskies. Now, having said that, there is Husky in them. When I say Husky, I don't mean big poofy ones. I mean like Alaskan Huskies. Those are like the dogs you'll find in Alaska. If you ever saw the Iditarod, I've been twice, you'd go, those aren't sled dogs. Yeah, they are. They're like village dogs. They've gotten smaller. Like a female Alaskan that could win the Iditarod, 40 pounds. Here, I'm losing track of where I am, folks. Sorry. That's how it happens. That's how easy that happens to me. Once I go into the chat, I can't see what's going on. Let me get back in. Sorry, guys. I definitely need a second monitor set up, but that is not in the channel budget right now, riders. So we're almost at the top of this little climb. I can see Alex is keeping an eye out for me. He's dangling off the back, waiting for me. Thank you, Alex. I'm in the draft now, just. Thank you so much, Alex. This is why you need teammates, folks. Right here. So when you ever see me falling off the back, generally, I'm not that out of shape. It's because I've been in the chat room telling you some random story. Who's this here? Philippe? MG. Got Cyclista Chuck here. OG, Rob still with us. Nice little group. New names today. So yeah, that pig issue. I told Joey, just let me raise some puppies. I don't want to, but Joey likes having baby animals. The pigs are a lot of work, and there's no money in it. It's just work for me. We're definitely out in the barren desert scape here. I love it. Probably my favorite environment. This is when I go to Mexico. I'm always out on the Baja side. It's all desert. Just what you'd expect when you watch the Baja 500, the Baja 1000, all desert. No trees except the palm trees that are at the resorts. I don't belong there, but that's what they have. I like it. Yeah, I'll have to start setting up my second laptop for the chat. We're going just fast enough. I really got to pay attention. But yeah, awesome turnout, Team Belgium, and guests. Okay, guys, so what's coming up in the next little while? I guess the next big, huge thing on Rouvy is going to be OMG tour. That's a 12-stage tour. I think it's January 18th. So, day one, individual time trial. It's on the Atlantic Road. You've probably all done it. Day two, epic climb. How do you say it? Chin de Lavredo or Lavredo? I think it's 1,300 meters climbing on day two. Something like that. You can check it all out. I'm just winging it. Look at the camera, folks. Yes, dude. Crunchy gears. So yeah, I feel like I'm kind of back into the swing of it now. So here it is in Canada, and I guess wherever you guys are too, Monday, January 6th. So Christmas, New Year's break is over. Up here, it's kind of a 2-week vacation for a lot of us in oil and gas. Oh! And we've got more. But wait, there's more. Justin Trudeau is stepping down today. Hallelujah. Yes, dude. So unliked. No one likes him. He's so cheesy. If you voted for him, whatever. Everything's skewed in favor of the East. Equalization payments are an absolute joke. Oh, what's that, you ask? In the 60s, they developed equalization payments for have provinces, have not provinces. Good old Alberta out west here. How many payments do you think we've ever received? What do you think? 0. Some provinces back east just get loaded up with cash. I don't know the full ins and outs, but it's like all of our oil and gas royalties get factored into the equation. We got to send money to everyone, pretty much. Other provinces, their little things, like their water power, their hydro dam power, doesn't get factored in. So then it makes them look like they're a have-not province when they're not. Then he wants to kill Alberta Oil and Gas, but they get half their money from us. It's really stupid. Anyway, that's my rant. I'm unemployed because of that, folks. Oil and gas kind of got tanked here. Probably lots of reasons, but shutting down pipelines and stuff doesn't make investors from other parts of the world really want to invest in your province when they have no way to get their product out. Thanks, Justin. Thanks, Joe. That's the reality of it. So here I am on YouTube. I love it. Rolling along here, folks. Yeah, haven't seen any breaking yet. I don't know if we will. First time I saw breaking was yesterday. They even have it at Indian Wells. It's between that set of mountains there. I should know the name. I'm embarrassed by that. I love that part of the world. Indian Wells, Palm Springs, desert. They actually do a lot of farming on the flats there. It's all irrigated. And so anyways, the roads are like dead straight there. Straight 90 degrees, straight 90 degrees. So that's the only time we saw braking. Barely even a curve. Reminds me of home here. Straight roads, it allows for better farming, easier access for the farmers. Divides the land up better. Look at this, 4 GRC jerseys here. I'm not sure if anyone's hidden. Is Tuna wearing one? Tuna's just off the edge of the screen there. That's something I brought up in the last video, folks. Let's say you were in like a 4 or 5 up sprint like this. I'm probably just on the edge of ghosting out. See that? Tuna just popped in. Now he's gone to avoid that truck. I can just barely see him. Look at that. Who popped in there? OG just popped in. It's because we're too far over. Oh! Ghost paint, breakdown, mechanical. We all just said, nah, we're not stopping. I'm not sure if he got off his bike or saying no power whatsoever. Yeah, so if you're ever in a sprint situation, just the way the mechanics of the system, and it just is what it is, folks. I don't think there's any real way to fix it. Right now, OG is hidden. He's in stealth mode. That's because he's so far over. If a car came on the video, how do you deal with that? That's my guess, anyways. Could be totally wrong. I might be lying. car up ahead of us here. I'm gonna start climbing again now. Just a small bump here. I'm on the Balbiso. I don't have any of the fancy bikes. I'm poor, I'm ghetto, I know. I don't care. I've decided that pretty soon everyone will be on the exact same bike. Everyone's going for the same frame, the same wheel set. We need more! We need more! Let me paint my wheels pink or yellow or something. I need more. I need to stand out. Okay, let's go small chain ring, get into a better gear. Less cross chaining. Sweaty folks, I really want to turn the fan up, but it's kind of hard to with the mic. Mic is right here. Fan right there. Fan right there. Drink that I haven't been drinking right here. Yeah, just a little bump here, downhill, then we climb false flatty again, and then we're on a downhill run. We're over halfway climbing. Oh, I gotta get this fixed. Equalization payment. Yeah, it's just something we have in Canada, so the wealthier province, out of their provincial coffers, so we have provinces here and territories, the money gets redistributed based on a formula the federal government came up. Guess where the federal government is? Back east. So in that time, I think since the 60s, the last time I looked, and that number would have been on a day too, Alberta sent like $670 billion to the rest of Canada, but we've got nothing. Our primary resources here are oil and gas. I guess second would be like farming. Huge farms here. A lot of cattle ranches. Third would probably be forestry. People are saying, well, Colin, you mentioned all this hydropower. Not here. We just don't have the river systems for it. So out west, it's generally dry. Like where I live, it's dry. Out east, they get a lot more rains. They have lots of hydropower out there. That's their thing. So yeah, those equalization payments have been around since the 60s. And figuring it out is kind of a nightmare. And also, to be honest, I don't know the full 100% of it. I'm reading something that may be a little bit skewed. But I mean, realistically, if the hydropower back east is not included, why is our oil and gas included? I don't get it. So yeah, anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, back to Justin. He's gonna step down. But I did hear he said something like, after a robust and comprehensive search, so I guess they have no one in mind right now. There's not one liberal party member that's good enough to step in. I think that's his way of just saying, I'll step down when I want to step down. Because define what robust and comprehensive means. The guy's a total derp. Total derp. Leads the country of Canada. He's a drama teacher. Okay, that's fine. You're not really suited to lead a country though. Actually, in fact, ooh, I need some bigger gears here, folks. I need that virtual gearing kicking in, or trainer difficulty. We're going to talk about that one day, folks. Trainer difficulty. I know we got realism. I still don't fully understand. I know watts are watts, but the times are totally different. We've done some testing. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. So on some platforms, there'll be like a realism for your gradient, and also trainer feel, trainer difficulty. It basically is going to give you some higher gears. Whew. Feels like I hit a bit of a wall here. So on one platform, I put it up to 100% trainer difficulty. I could barely turn the pedals. What happened to my crew? Oh man, I just got dropped. Sorry guys. They just vanished. Okay, next time I'm going to have a secondary laptop set up on a shelf over here so I can just read the chat and respond. This is really hard right now. In fact, I'm actually doing it on my phone. I could do that. Okay, I'm looking. Social. Should say I'm live, but it doesn't. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I mean, I've got like a bunch of iPads laying around. I could set that up as my chat screen. Thank you, Alex. Tuna, thank you. Rubu, thank you. I'm afraid to even look at the chat now. I'll get dropped. So yeah, what happens in Canada now? I don't know. He says he'll resign when he finds the right person. I don't think there is one right now. The problem is that government right now is so tenuous, so much opposition to it. There's going to have to be an election probably in the next few months after this. It's going to be called upon. And then there will be a landslide against the Liberals. Now you know why Justin wants to step down. Because he's going to get massacred. I think I probably told a couple of you, so US, I don't know how many people, 330 million people, no carbon tax. Mexico, another part of North America, believe it or not, because it is, I think they're around 150 million people, no carbon tax. Canada, population, 39, 40 million, size of California, carbon tax. So we have to pay more, and it makes your life better if you're not paying the carbon tax. Have you noticed the changes? I haven't. So somehow what we do affects you guys. But if you pay more money, it makes it go away, apparently. Everything's so brutally expensive here now. I'll take anyone. He's had a little bit of a scandal this past 2 years and years ago when he was a teacher. And I think when he went into politics, he had to give a little bit of a payout to a female student. What could that be about, folks? Oh, yeah, I don't know either. You do the math. Simon. Yeah, very shady. SNC Lavalin, look that up. That's another one. That's one where, pretty sure SNC Lavalin's an engineering company. And basically, I guess the gist of it is that they were preferentially giving contracts which directly benefit certain members of government. And if you don't think that makes him douchey enough, There's two ladies there, super intelligent, smart ladies, who called it out, and were then subsequently, for the betterment of the party, asked to step down. What a great guy he was. He's got nice hair though. He's got nice hair. He's a goofus. That's what I don't like about politicians, is that they're no different from me and you. But soon as they get in power, they walk around like, I don't even want to say royalty. They walk around like they own the world. Dude, we put you in power, dum-dum. You're a dum-dum. During COVIDs, as I like to call it, COVIDs. It's got to have an S on the end, COVIDs. We all got ranted and raved upon. You do not see your families. You cannot do it. I think it was Easter. What do we find out? Justin's crossing provincial lines from, I think, Ontario into Quebec to go see his family. Because he's more important, folks. Drama teacher. Goodbye, dude. Goodbye. Goodbye. Let's have common sense and logic. I'm sure you guys all have the same kind of leaders in your countries. Goofuses that once they get in power, everyone is like falling down after themselves. So stupid. You guys are bad. You drive cars and they fly around on private jets. Nah. Guys like Leonardo DiCaprio, come on up to Alberta without your security guards, dude. You'll get a beating, I think. As he flies a private jet directly into Fort McMurray to protest tar sands, oil sands. It's more oil, folks. Yeah, so dumb. Politicians, celebrities, just don't even pay attention to them. They're stupid. Woo! Start of the new year, folks. I'm jacked. And shredded coming up soon too. Not shredded right now. Not shredded. Shredded's coming. Okay, folks, we just got 71 meters of climbing left. Then we're on the downhill bomb with a couple of kicks. I'll slow you down a tiny bit, but we're going to be rolling through there so fast. Especially with my elite team of loyal lieutenants here, shepherding me across the desert landscapes. Not bad, eh? Not bad. Who's ahead of us here? Who is that? Can't be Cone. Can't be Cone. Waiting for us, I think. We're moving along pretty good here. So yeah, guys, after my long rants and stuff there, don't forget OMG, guys, get registered for it. I should be registering myself, but I just don't know when I'm in a race. But it's 12 stages. Team-based, GC, sprints, climbing, the whole schmozzle. Starts on the 18th, support the events. I will be doing video commentary of them, I've decided to. And not because I've received communications from anyone, but because I want to. So yeah, that's OMG, which is Old Git, Smuckers, GRC, kind of the three teams trying to support it. Nice job, guys. Nice job. 45 meters climb to go. And actually, well, we won't be done by the time we got to the split here. So Muckers is on, the Muckers Championship Series anyways, is on a break for the month of January. I think they do this usually. Hey, but I did see something really cool. Muckers Sunday morning race climb that they do. I was just having flashbacks there, folks, sorry. Made me stutter. I thought about Mount Lemmon for a second. Almost broke into tears. Yeah, I got up at 10 to 2 in the morning to ride Mount Lemmon with all my bros over at the Muckers, and I got absolutely smashed to oblivion. Didn't quit though. I was only going to quit if I died. That's the reality, folks. That was just, I can't ride at that time of day. You'd have to really get used to it. But yeah, so the new system this year is, it's an elevation gained championships. So it doesn't matter how fast or how slow you are for that event. And that's not part of the Thursday championships. This is a standalone. It's about being consistent and showing up for rides. And I'm sure Neil has a few other tweaks in there. Kyle's probably had some input too. Well, what if we do this? I can think of a few things you could do. Call me, bros. So yeah, it's basically show up every Sunday, compete, be consistent, and you could be like me and be a terrible climber, and there's a slight chance you could win it. Just not a good time for me, but for Europeans, you guys should be riding that. Great hill training too. So yeah, think about OMG, get your team set up. I think only the top 3 team members score. So if you're on a team with 5 or 6 riders, I think you can have 6, I don't know, and you don't score, don't worry about it. You got someone else who can. It's just to put another twist on it. Get back on, boys. No braking? Guess we're going too slow there. Contemplating putting my other bike on here. Kind of sick of those clunks. I'm gonna go back into the chat now because I think I'm safe to now. Woo, it's busy. Wow. Stu and Penelope here talking here. I'll have to catch up on this afterwards. Oh my god, so much. Oh yeah, they're talking about that gardener. Is it Lily? Something like that. Guess she's been doing some rides on Rouvy, probably checking it out. Maybe she's scoping out some, oh yeah, here I go. Sorry guys, I've done it again. I guess it got too flat for me. How far we got left to go? 7 kilometers? Oh yeah. Probably be just over an hour. Some people are done. Who are those people that are done? Red flag time. Be hard to pull this gap back now. generally downhill here, folks. It says 5%. Doesn't even look it. It looks flat here to me. Just the way I'm seeing it. Flat earth and all. Did I say that out loud? Kidding. I can see the guys are letting off. Just, they're going to be carrying so much speed that I would have to like just beat myself to oblivion to even have a chance getting back on. Now I do the lonely ride. The kid looking out the window at me. See that? I think he threw something at me. Oh yeah, take a look at the mountains. I know, I'm pretty sure I went full HD on this. To be honest, when I ride solo, like, no intention of streaming or filming, I just do SD. It's good, it's close enough. I don't even know, Starlink has a data limit. I guess that's my point. God, look at those guys flying now. They pulled 500 meters on me. Front boys. Got Kenny Fraser just sitting. Wonder if he's sitting or if he's waiting for me. No, yeah, he's back on the power. Kenny Fraser. And Chicama. Coming back slowly, but those guys are going hard now. They're going over those little bumps. This is where they got the big gap right here. It's green. Probably going to be like 7 to 10% downhill now. Watch. Right here. Bang bang time. Braking? Dude, I'm going around here like, what's his face? You know, the Isle of Man TT guy? Gary? What's his name? You guys know. God, you guys are like screaming at me right now. How do you dare? How dare you? What's his name? You guys know what I'm talking about. The guy with the big mutton chops. Who's like done all sorts of crazy shows, the world's fastest lawnmower, and this, that, and the next thing. Those guys, man, like, what a sport. What a sport. And they're kind of like born into it. They all know it's dangerous, but it's just, hey man, yeah, of course you are. You have to. Oh yeah, one mistake, you're dead. Yep. It's like a giant radio antenna way out ahead of us. Look, just up above the road, right about now, just off the left of the road. Something. Look at Chicama and Kenny Fraser again. No power. Oh, they're probably coasting downhill. That's what they're doing. Or corners. Yeah, the braking's so different. I realize I'm probably off camera right now. Still looking good though, even off camera. Thank you. Thanks. It's okay. Yeah, yesterday was the first time I experienced it. I guess I'd just taken like straight courses. So I guess just let off when it's braking, or else you're just wasting power. Wonder what the acceleration mechanics are like. I'd like to know about that. Right? In that case, watts or not watts. There's acceleration factors. Gearing too, when you're trying to accelerate. I know it's talked about a lot on another platform. Well, I'm gonna go back into the chat because I'm not gonna catch those guys. Oh yeah, Penelope, I wasn't even watching when it said break. I can just see myself switching back now. So what I'm watching on my mini screen is probably delayed 50 to 20 seconds. So if I watch that and talk to you guys, I can't see what's going on. Or I'll be riding thinking, yeah, it's flat here. And all of a sudden, I can barely turn the pedals, not knowing we just hit a 12% kicker that hasn't appeared on my screen yet. Great turnout today though, folks. Great turnout. Love it. I don't see everyone here, but close enough. I think when I last looked, I think there was 51 or 52 registered. Yeah, it's Monday. Team Belgium's coming out strong. Ruben's been promoting it. It is a challenge event too, so why not do it in a group? Do your thing, folks. I'm going to do all these Monday streams with Ruben. Like I said, long time direct supporter of the channel. So, helping a bro out. Helping a bro out, folks. Wow, those guys are gone. Okay, so Ruben's done, I think. Wow, maybe not. I just can't see him on the leaderboard. Kenny and Chikama, they're not really getting that far away from me. They're putting in some big digs, though. I mean, those two are going to be sprinting at the finish. So I think they're hitting these rollers at 6 watts a kilo. I'm just doing it 3.5, 4. Next rider behind me is Pietrek Chaga. That's exactly how you say it. Trust me. Further back we got Philippe MG, Eche Goimber. Okay, that's a name. Eric E, or Eric, and Alex Tiago 10. A few others back there too, folks. I can't see them all right now. First place, Spinnin' Man. Oh, my buddy Cheddar, who looks like he's a Czech rider, obviously. 21st, Rouvy 24th, Ciclista Carlo 26th. Looks like I'm going to be 31st, folks. I think I could have stayed with the group, but I got slightly distracted. Dry riverbed stuff here. Oh, let's finish right here, folks. Awesome. That's how distracted I get. I kind of lose track of where the finish is. This is why I really like doing commentary just from behind the mic. Spinning Man, Torre 73, Mask, Zdenek, Jilek, and then Kratchul. I've seen Kratchul before. The other 4, I've heard of Torre 73. The rest, I don't know. Except Kratchul. Okay, riders. That was that the? I think that was the second ever Team Belgium ride. Is that right, Ruben? Second ever? I think the first ever, the premiere, world premiere event was last Monday. We did Skaha Lake, Tavaso Lake, Okanagan Valley, just west of me. You could probably drive there in 6 hours to the north end of the valley. Probably one of the coolest parts of the world. You'd think, I mean, outside of everyone just being Canadian, it's the wineries, the fruits and stuff. Oh, my bike sounds terrible. Crunchy in the front end. That's okay. I got a 10-speed time trial bike I could put on. I have an 11-speed Altegra bike that I can't put on, but it's all Di2 shifting, and with this clunky stuff. So I got to figure something out. Okay, let's just have a little chit chat here. Actually, I'm gonna get off my bike. Oh, Steven, this is some. I think Joey ordered them offline somewhere. Steven's asking what brand is my jersey. I think it's called like Socorro or something. And she bought me 3 of them. And I'm kind of like, I always tell her, Please don't buy me cycling gear. Please don't buy me cycling gear. I should look at the camera. I really like it. Fits nice. I think it's kind of more of a budget brand, but I actually don't even know the brand. Penelope, nice timing. Dinner's ready. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, thank you, Ruben, for putting it on. Sorry I got dropped. And Ken Law here saying, nice varied commentary. I think what Ken's saying there is my political rants. Sled Dog Talk. Maybe we'll have movie chit chat next time. I watched the classic Planet of the Apes a few days ago. You know what? That's an awesome movie. Outside of, it made sense at the time. Charlton Heston's over the top dramatic acting. He has this crazy laugh at one point. It's like, even Joey enjoyed it, and she doesn't like watching stuff like that. Okay, Steven knows of it. Yeah, it's like SIKORO. I think it might be just like an all online based brand. I'm gonna try to look at the camera a little bit. I got 3 of them. I got this one, I got a dark one, and kind of a bluey gray one. Just so I'm not wearing the same thing every time. Of course, everyone, again, Steven supported me directly, got me a Lacole jersey. Beautiful. What is it? Peacock Blue, I think is what it's called. I've got a bunch of old jerseys. Got my GRC jersey. Hey, I got my own jersey. Joe was in the chat earlier. Joe Meyer, Joe's Guitar Shop. Look him up at the top there. 3rd place overall after 4 races in the Echelon Race Series over on my whoosh. He said, this is what he said to me. He goes, hey dude, he goes, you got your own cycling jersey? I'm like, and I just kind of waited, and he goes, I think it would sell out really fast. And I'm like, well, funny you should say that, dude, because I do. Joey created me a jersey. It's sitting right behind my camera right now. I haven't even worn it yet. I haven't put it on. I was going to do a little, unboxing of it on maybe a kind of a short special video for some of the members. It's a cool jersey. I really like it. You'll see why when I show it off. Anyways, riders, I'm going to jump off. Steven's keeping me busy, so I got to do that. Steven, I'm going to take care of those videos today. First things first, though, get dry, get outside, make sure the barn's still standing. Anyways, riders, thanks for watching. Colin, Inside Cycling World. Please become a member of the channel if you can. Self-funded here. It's just the way it is, folks. So we will see you all again real soon. Thanks, guys.